Peace and love, everyone. I am Danera, the Yoni Goddess, and today we are going to talk about centering ourselves, grounding ourselves, cleansing our root chakra. So, before we get into that, please like this video, subscribe to this video. Yes, you right there. Go ahead and subscribe to this video. So therefore you can see whenever I upload different content. Also comment on this. Let's go back and forth and, share a couple of things. Maybe you might have some tips that may help as well, or you may need a little bit of help. Whatever the case may be, communicate with me. Let's get those lines of communication open. So I am a note taker, okay? Because I forget things and I want to make sure you guys have all that you need through this video here. So basically, we are talking about healing ourselves today. And we're going to talk about the root chakra, which is the main chakra that needs to be open in order to stimulate the other chakras. So you have 7 chakras inside of your body, and there's more outside of the body and everything else. We're going to keep it basic today. So first off, your root chakra, like that's in basic terms, that is the root of the situation that you may be going through. That is your foundation. That is your stability or lack thereof. When you are stuck in survival mode and your basic needs aren't met, you may have a blockage. So we're going to get into a few things about the root chakra right here. And then once I'm done, I have a few things I want to show you guys that will help you to unblock your root chakra. So the root chakra, as I said, it's our roots. It's our family's belief system. It's the programming and the religious beliefs that were passed down to us. So our self-worth, our self-esteem, basic programming, concerning the needs of every day. So the need for money, the need for comfort, the need for housing, stability, the need for love and happiness. So once our basic needs are being constantly met, you will be allowed to reach your divine life's purpose. Because once your basic needs are met, you are out of survival mode. You can think about things outside of, where am I going to sleep? What am I going to eat? What am I going to have as far as my basic needs? How are they going to be met? How am I going to make sure my basic needs are met? Once you are out of survival mode, you can then go into thriving mode. When you are thriving, it's when you are doing what you are called to do and you feel there is a purpose to your life. Not saying that you're not useful without your chakras being aligned, but you are more useful. You are able to open up more doors for yourself and possibly others as well. So how our root chakra communicates with us is when you get a gut feeling. So you can call it intuition, gut feeling. It's how you feel when something isn't going right, or when something is going very well and you get excited. It's that butterfly feeling. It's your inner compass. So always trust your intuition. Always respect your root chakra. So if your gut is telling you something is not right, 9 times out of 10, it isn't right. So don't ignore your intuition because you're ignoring yourself. You're telling your body that you don't know what's going on. And when you get excited about something, it's also because your body feels it. It feels that nervousness. It feels that extra energy. And your intuition, which is your higher self, knows what the outcome is going to be. So always trust your gut. Now, you can also get physically sick if you choose to ignore your chakra issues. Your root chakra is very sensitive and you can physically feel others' pain sometimes as well. You can feel their feelings, especially if you're an empath. An empathetic person is someone who is in tune with others' needs, wants, desires, their feelings, their vibes. So I'm going to give you a real quick story. I was in journalism class when I was in school, and we had to read the paper and give a report on whatever article we read. I could never get through. I could never do it. Because I would read an article and I would feel like it was me. For an example, I read an article about a young boy. He was potty training and his babysitter beat him to death because he didn't go to the potty. I couldn't write about that story. That hurt my heart. I felt like it was my child, or maybe it was me. So when your root chakra is imbalanced, you won't have a healthy way to block yourself off from those feelings. Yes, you may read about it, or hear about it, and you can observe those feelings, but you don't want to internalize those feelings. You don't want to internalize those frequencies. So if your root chakra is open and working correctly, you will find a way to process that and let it go. You'll remain grounded, so nothing will sway you. Nothing will attach to you. You can also get vibes and smells out of nowhere because your root chakra is off. So you're walking through the day just having a good old day and you start smelling something. What's that smell? Or you'll get a weird vibe. And it's because you're walking past people. You're picking up their energies, And if your root chakra is open and you are grounded, as I said, you will not carry on anyone else's energy. And you can keep your root chakra functioning by taking care of yourself. That's the first thing. The first thing. If you don't take care of yourself, everything is going to be unbalanced. And if you're not balanced, you're not going to have any chakras that are functioning correctly. So that means make sure you're sleeping. Get however many hours you need a night. They say 8 hours a night. I might get about 6. Real hustlers don't sleep, so sometimes I get about 3 or 4. But I make sure I get a little cap naps in. But it's most important to make sure that you sleep throughout the night. Or if you work throughout the night, just get your, 6 to 8 hours in. So that way your body's able to regenerate itself. Your body is able to rest. Your mind is able to rest. That's all a part of stability. That's all a part of balancing things out. You want to also make sure that you're eating healthy. You're eating 3 times a day. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not a vegan. I will be going that way pretty soon. But as of right now, I am still a meat eater. So I make sure I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If I miss any meal, it may be lunch. It's not going to be breakfast because that's how I start off my day. That's how I get my energy. That's how I feed my mind. You need that to make it throughout your day. Your lunch, that's your next pick-me-up. If you miss that, you could probably be okay. Get your little snack in between. And dinner is also most important because that's what feeds you throughout the night and while you're sleeping and gets you ready for the very next day. So those meals are also important, as well as your water. Your water intake is important because that's what flushes out your system. That's what flushes out those toxins, and that's what hydrates you. So water is absolutely also very important. Fluoride-free water at that. You can get alkaline water, or you can even make it yourself. You just need spring water and some lemons. You put that into the gallon-sized water. You let it sit for a day or so. Voila, alkaline water. And exercise. Exercise. Depression is when your emotions are just sitting still. So when you feel like, you're getting upset, you're getting depressed, you're getting sad, you're getting stagnant, you can't think, you can't eat, you can't breathe, you better get to moving. Get to moving. Go outside, run, jog, do jumping jacks, do whatever you got to do. Get to moving. You can stay in the house if you want to, just get to moving. Once you get your body moving, those emotions will start moving as well, and that blockage, it will cease. So the root of many issues and lifestyles is the way we start and end our day. It determines our future. So when you are at your healthiest overall, you can tap into your spiritual gifts, and you may experience psychic gifts, visions, smells, hearing. And this is usually after a spiritual awakening. A spiritual awakening, that will also affect all of your chakras. When you're going through a spiritual awakening, you may think it's psychosis. You may think that you're having a breakdown. You're having a mental breakdown. And that's not really what it is. A big part of it is you do have to sort of kind of break down who you are in order to reprogram your mind, reprogram your belief systems, forget about all that you were taught before and reteach yourself. So that is the root of everything. So once you do those things, your root chakra will balance itself out. And there are also many ways to tell if you have a blocked root chakra. So if you have any addictions or compulsions, your root chakra is blocked. So if you are drinking, if you are smoking, doing hardcore drugs, if you have a sexual addiction, if you are overeating, which is gluttony, those are all symptoms of a blockage. You are trying to fill a void that cannot be filled by these outside energies. So, sexual dysfunctions can also be a sign of your root chakra being blocked. Right after your root chakra is open is the very next chakra, which is your sacral chakra. That is your sexual chakra. That is your creative chakra. That is what brings in your money as well. So if your root chakra is blocked, of course, the other chakras are blocked. You can have physical and emotional disorders. Any nervous system disorder. If you are, you have anxiety, you have depression, you have this twitch with your eye, or you can't stop shaking your leg, or you're always, fiddling and fumbling, it's because mentally you're blocked. You're stagnant. You have to clear your root chakra. Any physical health issues in the lower body, so anything concerning your stomach, your intestines, your GI tract, anything concerning your yoni, which is your vagina, anything concerning your penis, any of those things will be linked to your root chakra. Back issues as well, tailbone issues, root chakras. Circulation issues, rectal issues, and reproductive issues. So root chakra blockages can also be caused by childhood abuse. That's when most of us have these issues happen to us, because we were not properly nurtured. We were not properly taught. We were not properly loved. We were not properly guided. So therefore, we already had an imbalance. We already had a lack mindset. Family dysfunction, that goes with childhood abuse. Gender role confusion. Now, I'm not going to really touch on that too much. We'll get into that in another video. Instability such as money, career, finances. All because your root chakra is blocked. You're still in survival mode. You're living day to day. Day to day. So you're not making plans. If you're not planning, how are you going to save any money? How are you going to budget? How are you going to, get your life together? You have to plan these things. You have to be balanced in order to plan. So obtaining and maintaining these things and securing your basic needs for survival, your housing, your food, your addictions may be formed as self-medicating. A lot of us don't go and talk to counselors. We don't talk to anyone. You may go to church and talk about it, but you're not going to say, hey, my root chakra is blocked. Most likely, if you're in church, you don't know about the chakras and the chakra alignment, because it's two different systems. So, of course, the pastor is not going to know how to align any of your chakras. He's going to look at you like you're crazy, because he's not going to understand what we're talking about. So you may want to talk to somebody in the spiritual world for this, such as myself. Now, addictions may be formed as self-medicating. So alcohol to numb the pain so you can forget about what you're going through. Most of us try to drink away the pain, and we just end up crying while we're drunk, because the pain gonna still be there. It's gonna still manifest its way on through. Drugs, like those hardcore drugs. People use those because they want to get that feeling of love. They want to get that feeling of security. And it's going to be short-lived, but they will chase that feeling over and over and over again, not knowing that it's something that's internally going on with them. Sex addicts. They want instant gratification, so they get that with sex. They also want to forget what they're going through, so that's the way to mask it. Gambling for the adrenaline rush. And overeating and indulging for gluttony. That also makes you feel good for the moment, so you forget about what you're going through. Now, how to open your root chakra. So when your root chakra is properly functioning, your life is meaningful. You want to get up and do some things. You're happy. You're aligned. And you have a source of passion. You have goals that you're manifesting. So you might be getting that vision board together. You might have actually got up and cleaned up your room. You might have actually went ahead and got your calendar together for the next week or the next month. Like you are actually on to something. You're getting a routine going and you're happy with that. And you know you deserve the best in life and you're functioning at your highest because your basic needs are met. So you're now able to set goals, achieve those goals, and build the best life that you have wanted for yourself. So this is where self-esteem is built, with the root chakra. So now I'm just going to tell you a few things that will help you along the lines with your root chakra. The first thing that I did when it came to cleansing my root chakra is I got my Ori cleansed. The Ori is just your head, it's your crown, and your Ori is your higher self. So all you need is a coconut, fresh coconut, organic is best. You also need shea butter, organic as well. And you would need to contact a high priestess or someone in the spiritual world to come and cleanse your Ori. Once your Ori is cleansed, you see crystal clear. You might have to do it a few times, but it kind of resets everything in you. You know, the depression is gone, the fatigue is gone, those thoughts of lack are also gone. So Ori cleanse would be the first step if you were to ask me. There are also oils that you can put on your body, and the smell of it will ground you. It will help to align your chakras. And you can use these oils whenever you're feeling depressed, whenever you're feeling really anxious about something, like if you had a big argument or something just isn't right, or some negativity around you, or you don't feel safe, you don't feel secure, you're feeling a lack, this oil will bring you back. Colors, red, root chakra, so paint those nails red. My hair is burgundy. That will also work for your root chakra. This is a cute little kit that I have. It has red incense, a little red rose candle there, and then also elephants. These things will help you to align your chakras as well. You would like this while reciting affirmations. We also have different herbs. This is a yoni steam. Yoni steams are great for removing stagnant energy, releasing any kind of negative energy, and attracting the things that you want. Every herb in here does something different. These are all herbs for cleansing yourself, purifying yourself, and cleansing your root chakra. This can also be used as a herbal spiritual bath or a phallus detox for those men out there. We also have a bath bomb, which is also a spiritual detox. So it has salt in it, pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt will not allow any negative energies to stay in your body or stay in. And negative energies cannot penetrate pink Himalayan salt. So that is what's in that bath bomb there, along with lilac, lavender, hibiscus, roses, chamomile. Those things also help you to get grounded and remove any negativities or obstacles out of your way. We also have a few crystals. This here will help to repel any negative energy and also cleanse your body of any negative energy. We also have a few yoni eggs here. These yoni eggs, they're made of crystals. So whatever, crystals we have, it will have that energy in it. So it will also help to release any stagnant energy. It will also help to bring on the positive energy of those crystals as well. And for you ladies out there, it will help to maintain the tightness of your yoni. So it will tighten up your walls. It will also moisturize your yoni, make it more lubricated. Sex will also be more beneficial for you and your partner, as in the energy is now a little more increased. It's more positive. So those are some of the effects of the yoni eggs. They help with fertility as well. We also have waist beads. These waist beads, they're red, of course, so that is the color that you need for your root chakra. There's also amethyst on here. Rose quartz are on here. Red garnet is on here as well. Tiger eye is on here. And then we have a crystal right here that will keep away any negative energy. So that's also great for you to wear. Then I have books. I have a couple of books here. This is Sacred Woman Journal. I think it's a 84-day journal. I haven't started it yet, but basically you just write down what you're going through. And then it has a few questions in here that you can speak on as well. So journaling is a great way to get rid of those negative emotions because you're walking through what you've been through. So the way I start my journaling, if I have a song on, like an old school song that comes on, and I get into a mood like, oh, I'm getting sad, I'll listen to that song and I'll try to figure out what is making me feel so sad. Then once I figure out who or what, then I get into, okay, well, like I said, who made me feel this way? What happened? Where was I when it first happened? Where was I when the last happened? You know, who was the first person to do this to me? Why am I being triggered? You know, you get to the root of the issue. Once you get to the root of the issue, you can pluck it. We also have Sacred Woman book. This book right here, oh my goodness, it really just reset my entire life. This is what I did when it came to me having my detox in life. My detox with intimacy, my detox with family, friends, situations that weren't serving my highest self, started with this book right here. This is a game changer. And then also I have a book of chakras. So it tells you about all the different chakras. Ain't no pictures in there, y'all. I thought it was. And all that it does. And it just helps you to align them yourself and understand your body as well as the chakras functioning as well. So all that you see here, I do supply, I do make, and it would be my pleasure to help you along your spiritual journey. There's also a red garnet yoni egg here that's great for the root chakra. Also, witch's finger. This is another crystal that's great for aligning you spiritually, bringing the right people into your life to help you spiritually and getting you on that right path. So, we also have body wash. This is going to cleanse, purify your area, yourself, your body, as well as moisturize. And I have herbs in here and oils as well that are for your root chakra. So I thank you all for joining me in learning all about the root chakra, how to cleanse it, how to identify when it's blocked, what foods you can eat. Oh, I didn't tell you guys about that. That's the one thing that I did miss. There are also foods that you guys can eat. Anything red. So like strawberries, beets. I wrote this down. I know I wrote it down. I know I wrote it down. I know I wrote it down. All right, where'd that book go? Here we go. So the root chakra herbs. You can use angelica, ashwagandha, cinnamon, ginger, dahlia, turmeric, and red raspberry leaf tea. All these herbs can be ingested or used in the yoni steam, and they will help you to open and cleanse your root chakra. Now, the foods that we can eat would be beets, carrots, garlic, ginger, radish, turnip, sweet potatoes, strawberries, watermelons, things that are red. There are also affirmations that we can speak, and this will allow us to feel safe. So we can say, I am safe and protected. My family is safe and secure. I am fearless. I am grounded. I am abundant. I feel a strong connection with Mother Earth. And I am worthy of love. I accept financial miracles. And I am clearing my root chakra right now. With every breath, I relax into divine guidance. I thank you all for taking time with me tonight. to talk about the root chakra and find out, A, what is it? What is it used for? How do we know when it's blocked? How do we know when it's functioning properly? How do we unblock it? So now that we know all those things, please rejoin me again when I talk about the sacral chakra, which is the very next chakra, and it helps us with our sex life. It helps us bring in that money. It helps us with, you know, our perfect career. It just helps us to create. So peace and love to all of you guys. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe.